Hello. Already got us here. I hope you all are doing well today. May this message resonate with you, and may you always use true discernment within every message. May the divine guide you and bring you the truth, the wisdom, and the clarity that is needed for your life, for your journey, and for this moment. Thank you all for liking, commenting, and subscribing. As the channel continues to grow, the energy continues to grow as well. And so when you like and when you subscribe, energy is so powerful that we are all able to pick up on, energy. And as you like and as you comment and as you subscribe, this is how I am able to pick up on the energy and speak to those who are needing to hear a message. And this is how the messages resonate the way that they do, because by your liking and by your subscribing, there's an energy within that. And so that is why the messages are able to speak and resonate in the way that is true. So I just recently saw a comment where, everything I said within the video was, right on point. And, that's simply because as you all like the videos, it's just, that energy. I'm able to pick up on that energy. That's how powerful energy is, and that's why I speak on it so much. And making sure that you are discerning and being divinely guided throughout your life, and setting up boundaries, because energy is really pure. It's really potent. I'm gonna say that word, potent. And I feel as though lately, especially, a lot of divine masculines have been subscribing, because that's what I've been getting a lot. I've been getting a lot of the divine masculine card comes out a lot. It's been coming out a whole lot. And so as you all like and subscribe, I'm able to pick up on that energy, and is why the messages are able to speak. Wow, the moon card just came out, and I wasn't even in the deck. That was in the wrong deck. So the moon card came out, so that can be significant for someone. Yesterday I was speaking about the moon and how it's a full moon right now, and that during this time it's like a gravitational pull. So wow, and that's about to go right with this message. There's a gravitational pull going on right now, and it's pulling all those emotions, all that energy up. And for a lot of people, you may not know what is going on in this time, but that is what is going on. It's a full moon, and a lot of energy is just being pulled to the surface, and you're having to become aware of it. And the reason why you're having to become aware of it, because remember, this is a rebirth. You're transforming. You're on a journey of ascending, rising above. And as you're being aware of that, this is why those emotions and those energies are coming up as well, because it's wanting you to cleanse. It's helping you to become aware. It's not anything. And of course, the energy and the emotion that may be coming up it may hurt. You may feel pain from it, but this is a beautiful thing, because it's helping you become aware of, it's helping you to become aware, and it's helping you to be able to cleanse and heal and fertilize those emotions in a way that is true. And I believe that's what's going on. The reason why I've been getting a lot of divine masculine cards lately, with this divine masculine card right in front of me, is it may be a lot of divine masculines it may be coming up to the surface with a lot of divine masculines, and not just women. Normally, we from, from the past, we hear that, just women are emotional, which is further than the truth. But the good thing about this, remember I was speaking of, this is a time for truth for everything. Everything that was in the darkness has been coming to light, especially for those who have been wanting to seek truth. And as we're seeking this truth, we're learning that that it's not only truth everything isn't just one-sided. Everything hasn't just been one-sided, but we have been taught to make things one-sided. But now the truth is coming to the light. And I just ask for my divine masculines to not be afraid of this time. But this is a beautiful time because, it's bringing forth that equilibrium that everyone needs within their body, between the divine feminine and divine masculine that is within us. And that is what is going on right now. So I ask that you don't be afraid, and I ask that you use this time of the moon to cleanse and to purify and to rejuvenate and to activate what is needed for you, to activate, to turn on, and fertilize those emotions that is needed, to turn on that awareness. There we go. To turn on that awareness and fertilize the emotions that needs to be fertilized. Remember, I was speaking of grieving yesterday, unthawing the heart, crying. It's okay to cry and unthaw the heart. It is okay, because you're creating that space. You're creating a space to love, to trust, to have compassion. You creating that space because maybe your heart was so hardened from, the past, from, relationships, from broken promises, from just different things that really was outside of yourself. But the divine is taking you within, bringing up these energies, bringing up this awareness, bringing up these emotions so that you can heal within, so that the divine can divinely guide you within and help you to bring and to heal from that, so that when you are able to love and have compassion and trust, that can be brought towards you as well. I hope that's making sense. So right now is a time of it's a beautiful time. Maybe this is a time of the heart space being renewed, being open, being activated. And the divine is wanting you to become aware of what emotions that are being pulled by the moon. Or you don't have to just believe in the moon. What emotions and energy that is being pulled, being brought up. And the divine is wanting you to fertilize those emotions, whether that's crying, whether that's, doing what are you being divinely guided to do. And it's not just for divine masculine as well, because remember, we have that within us as well. We have that within us as well. So this could be speaking to a divine feminine as well. We just needing that equilibrium inside, inwardly, And so maybe you're needing to fertilize your emotions as well, because a lot of women, divine feminines, you may let's say, for instance, you may have been like the provider, and you may have been the one, pushing, financially, mentally, spiritually, just on and on and on. You've been having that, energy activated, turned on, and you may have not been tending to that divine feminine that's within, because you've been having to overwork, your divine masculine side. And maybe this is a time where, the divine may be pulling up certain emotions and certain energy, so that you can go within, create that equilibrium and, find that balance that is needed within this time. And, maybe you haven't been emotional, and maybe these emotions that are coming up are needing your attention. They're really needing your attention. They're needing you the emotions are needing you to fertilize them. So right now it may be a deep transformation for someone. You know, you may be going through a rebirth within that deep transformation so that you can have that balance. So I hope that that's making sense. I hope that makes sense for someone, for whomever it needs to resonate with. Yes, receiving and flow. Every day, it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. So as you create this space within the heart, as you unthaw the heart and create the space that is needed, as you fertilize these emotions, the divine is helping bring forth the energy that is true to you. Because as you do this healing, you're able to attract what is, as you heal the heart and have that gratitude of love and compassion and that nurturing and, you know, that trusting emotion, that feeling that is inside, you're able to attract that outwardly. And this is putting you in that, and you're able to be in that receiving mode. And now you're trusting that inner guidance, and this is how that divine plan will be able to be attracted to you outwardly. And as you let the divine flow, and not create resistance of this, like maybe you have done in the past, you may have created resistance. You may have, moved the energy that is needed, but then you may try to pick it back up, getting back out of balance. But the divine is wanting you to be still now and trust that inner guidance. So what is so what you're healing inside can be attracted to you. And as you let this flow, you're able to create this calmness and this peace that is within inside of you. It'll naturally be there. Surrender. Wow. So that goes back to what I was speaking of, the resistance maybe in the past for the divine, for the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Maybe in the past let's speak on the divine masculine. Maybe you may felt that though it was weak, to try to fertilize your emotions, or emotions may have come up and you may have tried to ignore them. You may have tried to pat them down, and not fertilize them, not bring them, become aware of them, and and that has hardened the heart, that has hardened your emotions, that has created that may have created an imbalance within you. And the divine is wanting you to surrender that way of thinking, of thinking that you can't be emotional, thinking that it's not safe to be like that, or thinking that it's only one-sided. No, we have both inside of that needs nurturing, that needs that balance, that needs that equilibrium. And that is what is going on. And for the divine feminine, maybe you've been in that provider role for so long, and you've rolled that energy for so long, and then maybe you will get in maybe you'll start to heal, right? And then you'll start to heal, but then some things will happen, some obstacles will happen, some circumstances will happen, and you create that resistance again. You try to pick it back up, you try to force everything. But the divine is wanting you to trust that inner guidance and surrender, to really surrender, so that you can create, so that you can heal and become balanced and create that equilibrium that is within. And so what is needed can come to you. That divine plan can come to you. But first you have to believe this. First you got to see the cycle that you keep repeating of trying to pick this back up for both counterparts. You have to see this first. So I ask that in this time you use the true discernment that is within this message and within your life. Become aware of what are you repeating, because this is something that I had to do as well. I get into this trusting mode. I get into this, okay? I get into, start believing, start working, continue to work inwardly, trusting in the divine, then boop, an obstacle will come, a circumstance will come, and I'm not just talking one, maybe 2, 3 in one day. And here I go, pick it back up. All right, it's warrior time, Ari. You can't do it like this. Every time I just be like, okay, I'm going to relax. All right, I'm going to trust in you, divine. Something that happened, I'm like, okay, here we go. Let me pick it back up. Creating that resistance. So now I'm back and forth with the inner me and the world. That's the battle. But as I can, no matter what happened, as I continue to sit still and trust that inner guidance, it has no choice but to respond outwardly. If that makes sense. So yes, I know exactly what you may be feeling right now. As if, all right, and I spoke of this before, if I put this down, Ari, who gonna pick this up? I can't, I hear what you're saying. But Ari, if I put this down, this better go how you talking about. I get it. But how else is we going to really heal within and really trust in the divine? What do you think it means by faith? What is the famous saying? So I asked that in this time. What's funny is I bet y'all thought I was going to say the famous saying. Oh my goodness. Okay. So sorry. I didn't mean to laugh. Okay. But anyway, yes. You got to walk by faith and not by sight. Okay. There you go. There you go. But because I know everyone isn't on the same, but I still got to go by. I believe in that. So I'm going to bring that here, But yes, you have to walk by faith and not by sight in this time. Not by what you see. Of course, I know. I've done it. I've laid it down, picked it up, laid it down, picked it. I could tell you that. I can go on and on saying that the rest of this message. But this is a true time for you to really lay it down, surrender. And to stop letting the ego try to control this. Because it's not for the ego anymore. It's this path, this new you, this rebirth, this who you, this wanting to balance out that is within you. It's not for the ego. The ego don't know. The ego isn't going to do this in the way that is true to who you really are. The ego only knows what we've been taught. The ego only knows what's outwardly. The ego don't know what's inwardly. Only you and the divine do. And this is why you're going through this time of needing to heal. This is why those emotions and those energies are coming up. It's for your good. It's not happening to just harm you. It's happening for you. Because there's a lot that needs to be learned in this time, and there's a lot of healing and balancing that needs to be taking place, because the divine don't want you here. Please know, the divine don't want you to stay here or be here. Divine wanting you to ascend, to feel light, to not resist. Divine has been telling you, wanting you to know all in all that this divinity has been here. I just need you to unlock it. I need you to want it. I need you to become aware. I need you to fertilize what is needed to be fertilized. So I ask in this time, please receive. Please be in the receiving mode and trust that inner guidance. Trust where the divine is taking you within. Trust what is coming up. And if you need to, just set the intention. Say to yourself, I surrender. And divine, I'm going to let you divinely guide me. And whatever comes up, I ask that you lead me to the necessary healing that is needed to take place in my life right now. And there you go. And as you do this, as you trust in what the divine brings to you, you're gonna let that flow, and you're gonna have a calmness and a sense of peace that is within, and you're gonna be able to trust the divine. As you trust the divine, that inner guidance, you'll bring forth a calmness and a peace, and you'll be able to surrender. So maybe the reason why this flow card came out before the surrender card, I'm gonna see it as this, because maybe you need that calmness and that peace. Maybe just that little, there we go, that little faith, just a little bit of faith. Maybe that is how you are able to surrender. When you trust it, when you're really able to trust it, that divine, that inner guidance, and allow that calmness and peace to come, you're able to surrender. Please know that this is a beautiful time, and what's coming up is needing to come up, because with reframe that just came out, I said this earlier, this is happening for me, not to me. How beautiful. Thank you, divine. Invite help. Wow. Invite the divine to pursue you. Seriously, just say, I'm finally ready, God, pursue me. There we go. Invite the help. Because just like I just spoken of, just asking the divine, what are these emotions? What do they mean, divine? What have I been ignoring? And this is, if you're ready for it, ask it. If you're not, I ask that you continue to meditate. Continue to meditate until you are ready, because that meditation is going to bring that calmness and peace for you. If you're not ready right now, I do get it. I understand, because, it takes a lot of outrageous openness, and, it takes a lot of patience, and it takes a lot of, going within and really listen to the answers and trusting your intuition in this time. So if you're not ready to, in this moment of anything, I just ask that you meditate. Meditate 10 to 15 minutes. And ask the divine to divinely guide you if you want to. Trust. Allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. Wow. Trust. Please trust. Wow. Gratitude. Wherever you are in your life right now, I ask that you be filled with gratitude, because if it wasn't for those trials, those tribulations, if it wasn't for the circumstances, the obstacles, if it wasn't for the past, you wouldn't be here right now. And every moment is leading you to awareness of how to heal, or to ask the question of how to heal. Every moment is a time to create space, to remove what is needed, and to create space for what is needed. It doesn't have to be so heavy. It's not as heavy as it seems. It's not activation. Activation, that word is powerful as well. It's like a turn on. It means turn on. It means to rejuvenate. It means to, power, activate. So maybe you need an activation right now. Or maybe it was something I said before I even got on here. Something about activation. I'm activating the power that is within me. And that's a beautiful affirmation for someone. Activating the power that is within me. And just that word alone, it just feels so light. And it feels like it really is activating something. It's like you activating your cells, you're activating your body, you're activating what is needed. So yeah, maybe that it was for someone. But gratitude right now, just being grateful for where you are. Being grateful that you're becoming aware of what is needing to be healed. You know, that the divine is taking you within and helping you to even go within and to not seek it outwardly anymore. That's the beautiful thing about it. That's the beautiful thing about this journey, because you're learning that, wow, none of this was outside of me. It was all within me. And just having that gratitude, I'm so grateful that you are leading me within to heal, to truly heal, and to be divinely guided by your love, by your wisdom, by your light, by your divine intelligence. Wow, divine, I am so grateful. Thank you. Because this is a beautiful time. So I ask that in this time that you receive what the divine's plan. You trust your inner guidance and you receive the divine plan. Let it flow so they can bring forth that calmness and peace that is needed. And please surrender. Surrender to the ego's way. And trust in the divine's way. Please, in this time, reframe your mind and know that this is happening for me, not to me. And whenever in doubt, if you just don't know, invite the help from the divine and trust in the divine guidance, that the divine will bring forth your and help you with your deepest longings. And please be filled with gratitude in this time, because if it wasn't for this very moment, if it wasn't for the very past, you wouldn't be led to this very moment to go within and know that, first of all, you are worthy, that you are love, you are worthy of love, and you have always been unconditionally loved from source. No matter what you have done, no matter what has been done to you, and no matter who you are to someone, or what you have to do to, or what you're needing, what you have to do to another, for another. Alright, that could have been so smooth, but it's okay. But please be filled with gratitude in this time as well. I thank you all so much for listening. May this message resonate with you. And may you always use true discernment within every message. Sending you so much love and light. May you get it through the wind. Thank you.